you filming this?
Yeah, this is where the vehicle was hit. We got the speed bumps of death. Look at that, power steering, drive with care. Something was damaged. I'm just gonna tell you what I found out on this. Hey, how's everyone doing? This is Oz with Oz Mechanics, and on today's video, we have this 2017 Chevy Camaro up behind me. So the issue with the Chevy Camaro, customer was complaining that after they had it wrecked, they took it to the body shop, and after that body shop repair, now they noticed that they had electrical gremlins. Those electrical gremlins are actually coming from the instrument cluster. So while they're driving, they hit a bump, they notice that the cluster gauges go down. So how about in today's video, we try to figure out this issue and give the vehicle back to the customer. All right, sweet. So we're inside the vehicle right now, and we're gonna try to see if we can get this to act up. So the only way that I've noticed this to really get it to act up is if we just hit a bump, speed bump, dead squirrel, I don't know, hit anything that jogs this vehicle. After you hit that little bump, I noticed that right in the instrument cluster, all the gauges start to move. Before I do anything, I actually want to show you that. So let's start this vehicle, and I actually have the right place to do this. It's just down the street. There's actually a grocery store, because they got like maybe 8 speed bumps there just right next to each other. So let's go check that out. If you look at the instrument cluster right now, it is, wow, you see that right there? Oh god. Yeah, they left us with no gas, so let's see if it does it. Let's keep it on the instrument cluster right now while we're driving, and I want to see if this does it. Come check this out. Let's see how the instrument cluster looks right now. All right, so we're driving right now, and normally it doesn't do anything until we hit a little bump. There's gonna be a little bump right here. Let's see if it does it. Not too bad. Normally it's this one. There you go. You saw that little drop? Let's see. Right now that low fuel is really, it's calling my name, man. It doesn't even show how much fuel is left. That's how low it is. You see, fuel range low. There's nothing. It's just on low right now. All right, let's make it to this gas station right now before we can do more of these tests. But I'm telling you, at the moment, it's perfect. The cluster is perfect. We haven't hit any bumps. The road is pretty good right here. But let me stop right here at this gas station. Let me see if we can fill this up right now. All right, now we have gas. We're at quarter tank. Awesome. Now we can go ahead. Let's go to this location. It's not too far away. I'm telling you, whenever we hit these bumps, because I did do a preliminary check before I did this video, because I wanted to make sure that all these problems are happening. Once we hit the bumps, it's just gonna start going. It was pretty crazy because I was trying to look for a place that had a bunch of speed bumps or a bunch of holes or whatever. I did find this one church that I used to take it to, but they actually fixed up their holes. Now check out this beautiful location right here. Look at this. Bumps right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of them. Sweet. Keep an eye on this. All right. Hopefully we don't hit like a pedestrian or something like that, because this is a shopping center. But here it goes. Look, we gotta make sure that we get a nice little bump. Oh, look at that. Perfect. And I noticed it's only coming from the front. The wreck was, and the customer did tell me, it was in the front right corner. So the fender was actually right there that was damaged. So if we go again, boom, look at that. You can see oil gauge and the temperature gauge both move. So here's another one. Now careful, because there's a car over here. Luckily now I have a videographer, so he's, making sure that I don't drive while recording this. You can go, guy. Now I don't think we're gonna have enough oomph to make this bump. Here goes, bam. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Power steering, drive with care. Heck yeah, man. That's a first right there. Like I'm saying, this won't happen until you hit a bump. So here it goes. Let's try to see if we can get it again. Let's do this. Heck yeah. You see how it does it? It's just like real subtle. So if you hit a really nice bump, like let's see if we can do it right here. All right, that one didn't do anything. All right, let's try to see this one. Oh, there you go. All right, we're just gonna go back to the shop. I'm gonna get the scan tool, and then we're gonna see what codes come up. Once we check out the codes, then we can start diagnosing, bring the scan tool over here, see what modules are dropping here and there. But like I explained, This started happening right after the repair was done. The body shop did an amazing repair. If you look at the front, everything looks amazing, but something is going on. I don't know if a wire's touching or something's touching. It's a quick loss of connectivity. Let's get back to the shop and let's figure this out. All right, now we're back at the shop, and I have my top-down Phoenix Max, so we're gonna do a high-speed scan, and we're gonna see which modules are acting up, what's causing codes, what's going on. We can kind of see that most of the codes are in the high-speed CAN 6 and 14. We do have some codes on CAN 1, which is I believe is DLC number 1, but we're gonna verify that. So let's go to report, skip, and we're gonna see what codes are coming up. We're just looking at communication codes. That's gonna be the most important thing when it comes down to this. Which ones are the ones that are causing it to go in and out? Right off the bat, the current code is transmission control module. That's the current. Everything is pass and failed. So we have control module communication, high speed CAN bus off, control module communication bus A off, lost communication engine control module, lost communication BCM, lost communication ECM, lost communication transmission. It's just all the same codes over and over. Lost communication with engine, transmission. One thing, remember, there is a steering. I think there is a steering one that popped up. It's a power steering. That one has the most codes right here. In the ECM, there's lost communication with transmission and then bus off. TCM, bus off, and lost communication with ECM. So both, right now, ECM and TCM, they're like, hey, it's like that Spider-Man thing. You're the one. That's what's going on that one. And then the EBCM, it has lost communication with BCM, engine control module, and transmission, and then invalid data. Everyone's kind of saying the same thing. We can see right now that we have lost communication with EBCM, engine control module, body control module. That's pretty much it. Most of the stuff in the high-speed lane. What I want to do is we're going to go straight to the location which has all the speed bumps of death, all right? So we're going to go over there, and we're going to see if we lose communication on the scan tool. And then after that, I want to see exactly what modules are in that vicinity right there, which we had the wreck at. There could just be a problem where something got pinched or something got damaged. We're gonna go to the speed bumps of death, and then we're gonna see if any of these modules lose communication whenever we hit them. So let's go over there, let's see what we find out. Hopefully we can get something. All right, so we're at the shopping center, and we got the speed bumps of death right in front of us, and we're gonna just choose a module. We're gonna do the ECM, and we're just gonna put it on live data, because I know when live data is interrupted, it just kind of takes it all down. So we're gonna have that. So let's do this, make sure that, all right, here goes. Let's see if we can get it. Hey, nothing there. What the heck, man? Nothing yet, because now it's not doing it. We just hit, what, 3 speed bumps in the kid? She is not acting up right now. Okay, there, it finally did it. It went down for a split second, but nothing, still kept connectivity. Man, this guy's gotta be needing new shocks afterwards too. All right, let's redo this. One more time. Another time. How much time? Okay, it did go down. So I'm noticing that on the ECM side, nothing's happening. Let's move this to transmission. All right, live data. It did drop twice and still nothing. Another one. Come on, baby. Come on. It's like the vehicle got better after time. It's getting stronger. You know what? I'm gonna try something right here. Two things have happened since.
And Jimmy 2 times, who got that nickname because he said everything twice, like...
I'm gonna go get the papers.
We did the previous recording. We didn't have a scan tool on here, and on top of that, this car has been staying on. So let me just disconnect the scan tool real quick. I'm just gonna go ahead and drive this without the scan tool, see if... Yeah, because this hasn't gone as crazy as last time. Man, it is not acting up for the life of this. Look at that. Absolutely nothing. Ugh. No, I'm feeling these speed bumps, man. Oh, my stomach's starting to hurt. Now the question is, does this only happen whenever the vehicle is cold? What happens whenever something gets heated up? It expands. What's the chances of this might be a connectivity issue, connection issue, and as the car starts to heat up, well, it expands, and then it gets a better connection. Because remember, last time we were here at the
Speed bumps of death.
it was happening pretty much every single speed bump. So I'm gonna go over these last couple of speed bumps right here, and if it doesn't do it, now we're gonna go back to the shop, look at the affected area that was actually hit, and see if we see any of these modules that are right there, and see if we can get it to act up. But here, last two speed bumps, going pretty, decent speed to get this one jarred, and nothing. All right, let's go back to the shop. We're gonna go under the engine compartment, and we're gonna see if we can find anything that looks damaged, and then go from there. Let's do this. All right, so we are back. I'm just gonna let you know I combed over everything. I'm just gonna tell you what I found out on this.